Today's episode is brought to you by Card Kingdom, and for a limited time, all pre-orders of $25 or more with a Modern Horizons booster pack or box will get a sheet of stickers featuring not just the Card Kingdom logo, but some of your favorite Modern decks for free. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for our final daily dose of Modern Horizons spoilers. We have reached the end of spoiler season. We have the full set. It came out just a few minutes ago, so we actually don't have any new rares or mythics to talk about today. However, don't worry, we'll be talking about them more. Coming up soon, over the next week or two, we will have our top 10 videos talking about Modern, Commander, maybe Pauper as well. So going to talk about the good cards in various formats. But for today, kind of wanted to do two things. First off, just kind of wrap things up, talk about the cards that came out today over the course of the night, all lower-ordy stuff, but there's a few cool things worth mentioning. And then also to let you know, if you want to see the full spoiler, you can head over to MTGPreviews.com. That'll have everything. It's sortable by color and rarity and all that stuff, so definitely check that out if you want to see the full set spoiler. Anyway, let's talk our last daily dose of Modern Horizons spoilers. Before we do, a super quick reminder, if you haven't already and you've enjoyed this spoiler season of videos, it would be super cool if you could take a second, click that subscribe button down at the bottom of your screen. It's a great way to support the channel and the site for free. So let's talk some Modern Horizons, and all the cards today are lordy stuff. Commons, uncommons, nothing super powerful, but some cool stuff nonetheless. So we got a bunch of new ninjas. Wanted to mention those because ninjas are a really popular tribe. I think they have a chance in Modern now, although I don't think any of these ninjas will show up in the Modern build of the deck. But Phantom Ninja, good unblockable threat, so you can ninjutsu your other ninjas. There's some bigger ones. Ninja the New Moon, 6 power, that's a lot by surprise. Being able to get some lifelink with Throat Seeker, kind of sweet as well. So if you're trying to build Ninja Tribal, plenty of new and not that expensive options, common and uncommon. We also got a cool reprint in Wall of Blossoms. So Wall of Blossoms is basically the original Wall of Omens, except it's in green, and this card's actually pretty powerful. I think that Wall of Omens sees play in Modern, would not be surprised to see Wall of Blossoms show up as well, for a couple of reasons. First off, it's in green, Court of Calling is in green. Court of Calling decks kind of just want bodies on the battlefield to tap for Convoke to tutor stuff out, so easy fit there. Also, we've had some success in like Much Brew against the Odds Land playing Overgrown Battlement decks where you just like play all the walls, make a ton of mana, and then win with an Emrakul or a Staff or some payoff for making a ton of mana. Wall of Blossoms, great inclusion there. Being a redraw, also being a wall to power up your Overgrown Battlement or whatever. We also got another reprint in IRS Rage, which I don't think is going to really see play anywhere, but it is of note that it's been downgraded to uncommon. 3 damage for 3 mana can't be countered. If you pay 1,000,000 mana, well, actually not 1,000,000, but 12 mana, you get 10 damage that can't be countered and the damage can't be prevented. So not really a super playable card, but cool new art and cool to see it downgraded to uncommon. We also got Alpine Guide, which is sort of red ramp, but really risky ramp. So when it comes into play, you get a 3/3 for 3 that lets you tutor for a mountain, put it on the battlefield tapped. It has to attack every turn of Fable, and then when it leaves the battlefield, you gotta sacrifice the mountain. So in theory, this is probably more like a weird ritual. You get that land, you probably have it for 1 turn, hopefully, unless your opponent just lightning bolts or something, and I guess that's fine. But you kind of get it for 1 turn, maybe, and then your Alpine Guide probably gonna end up dying. I mean, maybe in some matchups it sticks around in its permanent ramp, but kind of a temporary boost of mana before it falls down the mountain, apparently. Otherwise, we got a cool new Spider for Ishkana Commander, Rot Widow pack, actually kind of exactly what you want in your Ishkana deck, because as an ability where you pay 5, exile a creature from your graveyard, you make a Spider, and then you drain each opponent for 1 for each spider you control. Basically the same ability as Ishkana, except needing to exile creatures from the graveyard, but still having a backup Ishkana effect, another spider drain effect that also makes spiders, perfect for Ishkana Commander. Speaking of Commander decks, Soul Herder also pretty sweet. It's essentially a Conjurer's Closet. on a creature that also grows. If you're looking to play a sort of flicker and blink style of commander deck, like Brago or something, Soul Herder's great. Just 3 mana, stick it on the battlefield. At the beginning of your end step, you can exile one of your creatures and return to the battlefield, so you reuse the enter the battlefield trigger. Maybe you do it twice with Panharmonicon, so a really sweet addition there as well. Otherwise, Winding Way might make it in Pauper. Lead the Stampede is a card advantage card for like elves and slivers. Decks with a ton of creatures, fast mana. Winding Way might be better. It's very similar. 2 mana, you reveal your top 4 cards, choose creature land, and grab all the cards of the chosen type, dump the rest in the graveyard. Lead the Stampede, 1 more mana, 1 more card, you go 5 deep, but only hits creatures. Maybe being 1 less mana will be enough to make Winding Way the new normal for your card advantage slot in your green creature decks in Pauper. Gluttonous Slug, mostly just funny. It looks like the Slurm Slug from Futurama, and it has some of the best flavor text. No amount of salt will save you. Not really going to see play anywhere. A nice, evolving, menacing threat, but kind of a funny card. Finally, Shattered Assumptions. I don't know if this will actually be fast enough, so you choose 1. Target opponent either reveals their hand and discards all colorless non-land cards, or they reveal their hand and discards all multicolor cards. So this could be a hate card for a deck like Tron in Modern. Maybe in Vintage, you're playing against Workshops, decks that are all colorless. You might be able to get like a 3-for-1 out of this, a 4-for-1 even. A little bit of risk if your opponent has turn 3 Tron, especially if you are on the draw. It might be too slow. Your opponent could already have their Karn on the battlefield. But if you can play this before Tron is assembled, you can essentially just snag all the threats out of your opponent's hand and get like Oblivion Stones and all that as well. Also, a hoser for Niv Mizzet Reborn. We've played it in Modern a little. It's not tier by any stretch, but it has been showing up a bit. And if your opponent casts Shattered Assumption against your Niv Mizzet Reborn deck, it is brutal. You're just going to lose every non-land card, which is absolutely insane. Anyway, those have been our daily Modern Horizons spoilers for today, our last day of Modern Horizons spoiler season. So let me know what you think of the set. Now that it's done, are you still in the meh, this is Commander Masters camp? Do you like these cards? What do you want to play in Modern? What are you going to play in Commander? What's going to show up in other formats? Let me know in the comments. As I said before, if you want to see all the spoilers, sort them, filter them, all that good stuff, check out MTGPreviews.com. And as I mentioned in the intro, next week or the week after, we'll be recording them next week. Top 10 videos for various formats, so tons of Modern Horizons stuff to come, and tons of sweet Modern decks for Budget Magic, for Muncher Brew, against the odds. We're going to be playing a lot of Modern Horizons as soon as the set is out. So anyway, that's been Modern Horizons spoilers. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.